Good afternoon, everyone. I am Denise Flood from Tapping World Healing, and I welcome you to Tapping Tuesdays at 2. If you are here live on my page, welcome. Feel free to leave comments. I will go back and look at them. I can't see them while I am doing the class, but I will absolutely go back and read them. If you are here from a cross post, perhaps Spiritual Communities Network, then I am so very happy to see you. And again, feel free to leave a comment or message me. I do go back and answer each one personally. If you have something in particular you want to work on, please look at the description in the post. I have put my website in there, and you can see a bit more about what I do, what I synchronize together to make a program called Change Your Frequency, Change Your Life. And also message me or email me for your free ebook, because that is also something that I offer. Okay, that's out of the way. So today I was talking about, do you have cobwebs? I know occasionally I do, and I discover new ones all the time. And what I mean by that is tapping. Tapping is a way that we can access our inner self, and we can calm our emotions, our thoughts, and modify our behaviors to quiet down the external so that we can really hear ourselves. And how important that is to hear from our true selves, both the inner child who may have things to work on, but also our higher selves, our spiritual and divine self that we can build a stronger connection with for the times when we're thrown off balance by life. And why is tapping important? Tapping is important because as we tap, we send signals through our body to our brain that it is okay to relax. When we are in that hyper state of awareness of stress or emotional upheaval, or even behaviors that are compulsive, we are running on an old track record. And tapping is a way to interrupt that and to allow ourselves to change that song, if you will, into your soul-centered heart song, which is something that I am actively working on a program with clients. And I'm going to share that here with you today. Tapping Tuesdays at 2 is always free. I have been doing this since the beginning of the pandemic and feel the need to continue so that if there is anyone who you know would benefit from tapping and from this, please send them the link to my page, send them the link to my YouTube channel. Let them see that there are simple ways of tapping into what is going on in order to de-stress and revitalize our lives. So why, sometimes people ask, why do we say negative things first in tapping? For instance, I would say something, I ask myself a question. If you've come here with something specific to work on, then you can do that. I'm going to use general language so that you can apply this to however it serves you. And always remember that whatever I say that does not resonate with you, change it to words that work for you. I do this as a service for you. You adapt it for your own highest good. So for instance, I often start out by taking a good cleansing breath and out. And I usually do that 3 times. So that's 1 and out. That's 2 in and out. That is 3. And then just take a minute, and I like to go through just a little scan of my body from head to toe. It doesn't take but a second, and you can say to yourself aloud, or you can make a comment if you want in the comments, but for instance, I feel a little tightness in my lower back. Often we associate the lower back with support, and there's some great affirmations that we can work with that. Wherever you might feel that, I had someone this morning tell me they felt very stressed in their jaw. They felt like their TMJ just wouldn't let loose. And I gave them advice of to put a little Valor essential oil here, or frankincense essential oil right here and behind the ears, and just bring it down along the jaw. And then to take a good breath in of that. I don't happen to have either one of those right with me, but I am, as I said, just diffusing StressAway. And so just taking a good breath of that, and feeling wherever that stress is. And so I'm going to say, I in my mind am going to be mentioning my lower back. Wherever you feel it, that's what you will mention. So even though I have all this stress in my lower back or in my jaw, even though I have all this stress in my body, I acknowledge it. And I am willing to breathe into that area and consider releasing that gently. And again, ask for it how you want it. It is okay to set up parameters around your personal healing. And what I'm doing here is tapping on the karate chop point when we say these kind of phrases. Even though I have this stress in my body, I acknowledge it and am willing to hear what it has to say to me. Even though I feel this tightness in my body, I am willing to acknowledge it, that it may show me how to heal, that that's a possibility. So then you start here, top of the eyes, all this stress in my body. Under the eyes, I feel this hurt. Under the eyes, I feel this blocked energy. Under the nose, all this stress in my body. Under the mouth, I acknowledge this pain. Top of the chest, just about 1.5 inches down from your collarbone point. You can do it like this or like this. So, all this stress in my body, I visualize it. And just ask yourself what it looks like to you. Is it a color? Is it darkness? Is it jumbled energy? Maybe you don't see a color. Maybe you feel it. It doesn't matter. Just bring your attention there and thank yourself. All this stress in my body, I thank myself for bringing it forward now. and top of the head. All this stress in my body, I bring it gently forward so that it can tell me or show me how best to heal. And then you take a breath and out. And hopefully you have a glass of water. That's usually my directions. And you would take a sip, because we want to be hydrated so that our body can do the work that it is meant to do, keeping our electrical system flowing in the flow, helping us to align. So then you ask yourself, just check back in. If my stress, which was my lower back, it was, I would say, around a 6 or a 7. And I'm going to check back in now, and I think I'm going to say it's about a 4 now. Just let yourself, if you can do muscle testing, do that. If you would like help in learning how to muscle test, please contact me. I do teach those classes as well. But you can also just allow your mind to say, I was at a 7, and it could have even gone up. Once you brought your attention fully to it, it could come up, it could have moved in your body, perhaps it was in your shoulder, and now you feel it constricted in your throat, now that you're trying to bring attention. It could be many, many things. Whatever you're experiencing, acknowledge it as your body's way and your spirit's way of showing you how best to move through this energy so that you are taking forward progress in elevating yourself, in allowing yourself more freedom in physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual ways. So let's just take a moment wherever you are, and you can say something like, even though I have all this stress in my body, and I ask if I might know the source. Where did this start? When did I first feel this? And see if something pops up for you. Maybe it's something simple, like I picked up my child wrong, I picked up my pet wrong, I tripped over the rug. Could be anything. Or it could be something that triggers a memory from your childhood, from a job, from anything. But just acknowledge it and say, even though I have this stress in my body, and I feel this pain, I acknowledge it. I allow it to show me what lesson, what belief about myself and my life created this pain. And if it was a physical thing, then ask yourself, did you say when that happened, oh, God, that's so stupid, or that was so clumsy of me? Any of these thoughts that we may have about ourselves, let's bring them up to let them go. Even though I have all these thoughts and feelings around the pain in my body, I allow the possibility of shifting these thoughts and this pain so that I might begin to heal and feel better. Sometimes it may be even that it brings up the memory of an argument you had with yourself, with a parent, with anybody in your life. Just think about the things and acknowledge whatever pops in. And if you don't want to work on it now, you'll also see that I suggest bringing a pen and paper. Jot those things down. They are great for future tapping because we won't clear everything here in this 30 minutes. We are like those onions that they talk about, the onion skin. And I'm always like, okay, where is the center of the onion? So even though I haven't found the center of the onion yet, and I think I should have, I acknowledge that I'm on earth and I am a spiritual being having this very human existence and all that comes with it, and I accept that. And know that I can switch into a more harmonious frequency for my physical being, my emotional being, my mental being, my thoughts, and my spirit into a greater flow of alignment. So here, even though I have cut off listening to my body at times, I have cut off listening to myself. Under the eyes. Sometimes I get overwhelmed and forget to tune into spirit. And this sometimes reminds me of not being heard. Under the mouth. I am listening now. Top of the chest. I am listening to me. Under the arms. I hear what my body is saying. Top of the head. And I forgive myself for not listening deeper sooner. Letting it go. Okay, so again, take another sip of water on this. So good. Please make sure if you didn't bring water that when we're finished, you promise to go get some water so that you can allow your body to flush emotions and your physical body toxins that may come up, emotional toxins that may come up, mental, spiritual, just let's take a breath and out. And just again, let's check in and see how our house cleaning is going. Okay? Okay. So let's just do this. Even though I haven't always listened to myself, I am taking this moment to listen to the messages that my body, mind, and spirit are presenting now. Breathe and go in. I breathe and go inward. I tap into the messages that my body, emotions, thoughts, and spirit are telling me, bringing up for me, showing me now. I trust that these messages are in highest holy order for me at this time and in this place to breathe in gently and gently release. And know that nature abhors a vacuum, and so we're going to just do a little tapping on breathing in light and breathing out any toxic thoughts, feelings, messages that might be coming up. And we're going to direct it to be gentle and ongoing. Okay, so top of the eyes. I breathe in light, and I gently breathe out that which is ready to release. Side of the eyes, I breathe in light, and I gently breathe out that which is ready to release. Under the eyes, I breathe in light, filling my body, shining a light in those places where I have stored stress, limiting beliefs, hurt feelings, and I breathe out those gently. Breathing in light and breathing out anything which no longer serves me. As I breathe in the light and out all that no longer serves me, I feel myself gently aligning in highest holy order for this moment now. Top of the chest, and as I breathe in and out, knowing that as I breathe out that which no longer serves me, I give it to the Mother Earth. The earth is a divine gift that uses and recycles energy that can best serve us and all living beings, all light beings upon this earth are able to use the recirculated, nourishing energy of the earth to strengthen ourselves, to pull up and ground ourselves so that we might carry that greater vibration of light forward in and through ourselves, top of the head, into our homes and communities, and shine our greater light into our world. And so it is. So take a moment and we will just breathe in the clarity, that we feel now in this moment. That alignment of body, mind, and spirit with our highest holy order for our own good and for the good of all, the highest good of all. That we can feel this. We're going to take a sip of water so that our body has that memory. And this is something else I like to do. I'm going to hold my water and I'm going to allow myself through my hands to send that vibration of highest holy order for my highest good, for your highest good, the highest good of all into this water. Water holds the blueprints of energy, and I send this one, divine light and divine love. I ask you to do the same. As we cheers and take a sip, knowing that the work we have done here within ourselves resonates throughout our world so that we are truly changing our frequencies, changing our lives, and creating heaven on earth. Have a great week. Please read the post, connect with me. Any questions, I am here to serve. Have a great day. Thank you for taking the time to work with me today. I appreciate you.